This is the video of Julius Malema castigating President ED Mnangagwa and castigating Vice President Chiwenga, and was calling on the Zimbabweans to act. And this is what he said.
Of Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwean youth must rise, because that nonsense will never come to an end as long as there is no unity of purpose against the tyranny, against the suppression of political wishes of Zimbabweans. So ourselves at Pan-African Parliament, at the AU, at SADC, we have to have a political will to speak for the people of Zimbabwe. When it comes from us, it will have more weight than when it comes from Europe. Why? Because we're brothers and sisters. They will know it's a friendly fire. But SADC, AU, South Africa, they are failing Zimbabweans because it's a bruise up. It's friendship. It's brother, leader, brother. When they meet, brother. And then when you ask what is the resolution, no one has taken any resolution. So you need a clear position from SADC, which gives the timelines that by this time, this should have happened. But otherwise, Mnangagwa is going to come back. And he's got nothing to offer at all. So Chiwenga is done. He will not be anything. They used him. Chiwenga is no longer the most powerful military man in Zimbabwe now. They've weakened him. So only the power of the youth of Zimbabwe can change the political status quo. And the Zimbabweans have to know that we are with them. Including Zimbabweans who are here in South Africa. When there are elections, get into buses and go home. Go and fight from there. Because the humiliation that you are being subjected to here in South Africa is if you don't have your own homes. It's high time that you take it upon yourself and organize yourselves. EFF is there. We can even sponsor buses. Ora, go and vote. If you are here to study, you can come back, study, no problem, but go and vote. So that we know that at least you are also doing something.
Now, the ZANU-PF spokesperson, Chris Mutsvangwa, had to react to this, and this is what he said about Julius Malema.
The Brandes Foundation is the one which authored Mumba of Zambia's document about the elections in Zimbabwe. This is the ilk from which Julius Malema emanates from. He posits as a pseudo-revolutionary and a cryptic intellectual. He never properly went to school. And he propounds big theories about how Zimbabwe should be run, as if it is his own country. At 43 years of age, he is no longer a youth. Who is he from South Africa to try to tell the youths of Zimbabwe who should be their ruler? Malema, pakatipo payama. He has just been in an election. He comes third for a party which broke away from the ANC several years ago. Third from Umkondo Wesizwe's MK from Zuma, a party which is hardly 6 months. It's clear that his pseudo-revolutionary message within South Africa has reached a dead end. That's why he could be overtaken. That's why he never made it himself to become the president. So charity begins at home. If you are so good at leadership that you can give strictures to Zimbabwean youth, why not make it success your own homegrown ride to power at Mashambanzo in Pretoria, in Tswane? He can't. So he suffers from the Rhodes syndrome. We say to him, keep your dirty hands out of Zimbabwe's affairs, Malema. Focus on trying to win a South African election first. That's why there are boundaries. That's why the Limpopo is a boundary between Zimbabwe and South Africa. She has no authority at all to be speaking about Zimbabwean politics. So his miseducation and the cryptic knowledge of Malema.
You tell me what you think about this video of Julius Malema versus Chris Mutsvangwa. Who do you think is right? Some say Julius Malema has no business in poking his nose into Zimbabwe's business. And the other one will say he is a voice of the reason, especially for the African politics, because of his stance on Africa and his utterances that he has continued to utter. But some will say, but you have just recently lost your ground in the South African elections. What do you have to offer? And this is what Chris Mutsvangwa is saying. But you tell me what you think about the issue of Julius Malema versus Chris Mutsvangwa.